Good morning, good morning. This is Uncle Yab, and we're gabbing with Jab this morning. And I got my boy Rich here. How you doing, Big Rich?
Oh man, great.
And
Glad to be back at it, bro.
yeah. Today we got a couple topics to do that we're going to get into. First of all, that Michigan shooting.
Yes.
Rich, what's going on with that? I heard it. Was he like an alumni guy or
No, they haven't identified the connection yet of how he's connected with them.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have anything that specific say like he was a student, his family went there, or he worked there. There's nothing that they're saying that can identify why he chose them. But he did write a letter, and they haven't released that. But
Okay.
I guess he was going to some other sites too. But this is. I was listening to the news, and they said this is the 63rd mass shooting this year.
Yes, I did
And so
hear that.
I think they describe like mass shootings as if it's like 2 or more, or 3 or more people get shot.
Right.
But we're only in February, and they're talking about 63.
I know, man. I mean, and it's crazy. And they were saying that, like you said, a lot about 43 killings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like you said, we just getting into February. Just starting 2023.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's the 15th today.
The odd year, or whatever. Or what's going on with that? Because you look at just think about it. You look at the weather, all this global warming. It's
Yes.
February up here.
Yeah.
And it's warm.
Yeah.
And we haven't got a drop of snow. Knock on wood.
Right.
And it's crazy now. Like getting back to the shootings.
Yep. And
How many people? What was So they don't know a motive, right?
so they don't know. They really don't know the motive, but he killed 3 students and wounded 5. They said,
Wow.
and he had planned to attack some other places and attack a New Jersey school.
Right, I
and,
did hear about
and
that.
so like what doesn't make sense to me, and a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense, man, because it's senseless killing.
Yes.
Yes. But is what's sparking people to do this, man?
Yeah.
Like, is it in response to like people are saying, okay, now the cops want to do stuff, so we'll do stuff. But it's not like he attacked the cops; he attacked innocent students.
Right. And I don't get that either. So hopefully something will come out with him as far as was it a mental thing or whatever the case may be, some type of vendetta. But like you said, a lot of people are starting to do heinous acts, heinous crimes.
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
And like you said, now I'm going to ask you, do you think it's the point where the economy is bad? Can't nobody get a job? What you think going on? Because to me, just me looking at the things, and because I listen to the news a lot,
Right.
It's jobs out here for people to get.
There's jobs out here, man. So I think it's more than that. I mean, the economy is definitely tough right now, man.
Right.
I mean, we just go to the grocery store and you can see that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Things are expensive.
And things are very expensive, but there's something else going on, man, because it's more and more people, it's more and more that they're attacking innocent people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you could say, okay, well, the cops did this, so let's attack a cop. Not that I want them to, but I could understand that. But when you just go into a university where, you send your kids, we send our kids to college,
That's true.
And we expect it to be safe.
Right.
But more and more you're hearing, these things are happening. And so I don't know, man. It's like, what's going on in the world, man? It's like, it's uneasy, it's unsettling.
It is.
It's like, you don't know when you're going to go somewhere, if they're going to break out and shoot, Like we were in Las Vegas last week or 2 weeks ago, I was in Las Vegas. And, you're more mindful. You're looking around, you see people, you see a crowd of people, and you don't know what to expect.
Right.
And I don't know, man. Is it the times we're living in? Is it,
I don't know, man. I'm the same way. I'm always, when I go somewhere, whether it be with it's myself or my family, my kids or whatever, even my girlfriend, I'm always looking. I'm always watching what's going on, because you never know what the other person's going to do.
Right.
That's when you're eating, when you're going out to the shop, when you're driving.
Yes.
A lot of stuff plays plays into what the other person want to do.
Right.
So you don't want to piss this person off or that person off, or you don't want to do something crazy, because you never know who's behind you, who's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's listening to you?
Exactly.
And it's mad.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just a mad state of the world right now.
Man, it is because, like you said, you're driving. Someone, gives you the finger, or they're blowing their horn at you, and you might be like, blank you, and then all of a sudden you got yourself into something.
Exactly. and I don't want that. I don't want that at all, man. But it's rough, man, and that's not just here in where we are.
No,
this is everywhere.
Yes, man,
everywhere. And before we get deep into it, I want you guys to like and subscribe and share. My YouTube channel. This is Uncle Yab, and my YouTube channel is Gab with Yab, and this is my co-host Richard Carrington. We do this. We trying to do it twice a week.
Yes.
Trying to bring some different material out and just let you guys know what's going on in the world, and how can we all come together to try to, to see what's going on and try to fix it. And if we can't fix it, at least we can talk about it.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want to, we have to talk about these things, because they're so unsettling, and they affect people, and people aren't always able to talk about what it affects them. When you sometimes say you're just home and you're by yourself and you see this stuff, you're like, wow, what's going on with the world? But I think that this guy ended up killing himself. And I don't know, that always seems to be the way out.
The way out, yeah.
So we never really have full answer, because I can write down and say, I'm doing this because Larry pissed me off, but it could have been 100 other things that made that person do whatever or make me act a certain way,
That's true. And right now we still learning what's going on. We still waiting on an answer of what the police are trying, what they're going to find out what's going on with the guy and what was his motive and stuff like that.
Right.
And just skipping over to another subject with the Memphis guy that got killed in the police. It was so many things that added up to that. It was anger there. It was jealousy.
Yes.
It was rage.
Yes.
And this was all on the part of the police.
Yeah.
And they haven't really wrapped that case up, but they haven't even went to court about that. But from what I see and from what I can tell, with everything that got on the table, those guys are going to jail.
Yeah.
They're going to jail, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that there was premeditated.
Yes.
They sought that guy out.
Yes.
And then what they did, they took pictures and sent it to people.
See, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah. That one particular cop had a beef with him.
Yes.
And took pictures. This is what I hear.
Yeah. This is what they're reporting.
Sent pictures to certain other people.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for them.
Yeah, either that or no. After they beat him and took pictures of like this.
Oh, after they beat him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not for sure, but this is what I heard.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of different reports about things, because, like you said, that's a very complex case. Where when you talk about premeditation, man. Yeah. Someone's got to go to jail for that.
And what's going on? What's the anger for, man? Why is everybody so pissed off at everybody, man?
I know.
I don't have that much anger. not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? But to just turn around and just, I'm going to set out to kill this guy,
right?
Because of something as petty as a woman. Or girlfriend, or boyfriend, or money, or anything. I just look at it as real petty.
Yeah,
real petty.
And that's the state we live in, where you're going to take someone's life like that easily. Life doesn't mean that much.
Right.
That's what it seems like to people. They don't value. A lot of times they don't value their lives, so they're not going to value yours.
That's true. And another thing I always said, a lot of people talk about self-esteem.
Yes.
And they talk about how another person ruined their self-esteem.
Yeah.
Think about that, man. Right. What is self-esteem? That's yourself.
Right.
Another person can't ruin your self-esteem.
Right.
That's up to you to fix your self-esteem. That's what it's called. Self-esteem.
Yeah.
And if you can't love yourself, you can't ask nobody else to love you or to treat you well or to make sure you're happy and smiling.
Right.
That starts within.
Right. You can't count on somebody to make you happy.
Yes.
And if you are, then you're in trouble.
Right, because that other person going to let you down every time.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
So it's always good to, have a good rapport with yourself.
Right.
You got to fix yourself first before you can go out here and interact and have a relationship or anything.
Yeah.
Anything, because if you're hurting inside, that's going to rub off on what you're trying to do going forward.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people have to fix themselves.
Yes, they do.
Whether mentally, physically.
Yeah.
And and it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, that's a great point, because a lot of this stuff has to deal with the way people feel about themselves.
Yes. And a lot of times it doesn't take a psychiatrist,
right.
But then, maybe some people are not really in tune what's going on with themselves,
right,
as we are. I always try to, you try to self-diagnose yourself.
Yeah.
What's going on? Am I feeling good today? Yeah. Or do I feel sick?
Right.
Or why am I this way or that way?
Yeah,
You always got to do a self-assessment of
right.
yourself.
That's an amazing point, because you got to know why you act the way you act.
Right.
Because again, we're responsible for our own behavior. So this shooter, he was responsible for his behavior, but maybe if he was able to, be aware of what he was or what the anger was and be able to address it, things could be different.
That's true. Or have some type of, have a person to talk to, like you said before in a couple other segments, a support group.
Yeah.
If something's going on with you, trying to reach out and talk to somebody.
Right.
Because I just don't think that, if a person just lashes out and does things without thinking. It could be some cases, but most of the time, we all have, we know the meaning of right and wrong.
Yes.
So if you just choose to do that.
Right. And then, they're going to keep digging about this guy, because I guess in 2019, he got some charges on him, and they took his gun, or he had to turn his guns in.
Oh, did
So that was just 2019. Mm-hmm. So, it was some type of criminal charge he had.
Okay.
So now, how's he get guns again? There's a lot of breakdowns, man.
Yes.
There's breakdowns all along the way.
Everything.
And like you say, how they're finding the breakdowns in the Memphis case. There's, once you start researching and you start looking, really digging into these things, you see,
Right.
They call it that post-mortem. Well, now you're going to look at, you say, okay, that post-mortem, here we go.
Yep.
This happened this day, this happened this day, and they put it together, man.
What leads up to.
Yeah.
Boom.
And now, when they do that, how do we get to a place where we prevent the next one from happening?
Man, that's hard. That's hard right there, what you just said, because that's that takes a lot of monitoring of individuals. Because now it just seems like it's a lot of different mental issues, different things that are coming out that's new to us as a society.
Right.
So we have to be mindful of that and just be vigilant, I guess.
Yeah.
Just be vigilant. And a lot of times people just stop caring about others.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, what's going on? Can I help you?
Yeah.
Rich, you look kind of sad. What's going on? Can I talk to you?
Right.
And a lot of people, and I can say that for myself. I keep a lot of things in.
Right.
Whether it's the man thing to do or whatever.
Right.
And I don't really let people know what was going on with me. Sometimes I might feel it. I might be working on that internally.
Right.
But sometimes it's good to talk to someone, have somebody.
Yeah.
You can just reach out to and say, hey man, or hey, young lady, I'm not feeling good, or can I talk to you about something? I got something heavy on my mind.
Right.
So
that's we have to get to that point, man. Where we're able to do that, because it'll make us stronger and safer.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And so we just have to
do a better job.
We have to, man, because
keep loving each other, man.
Exactly. 63 people.
Yeah.
63 mass shootings, man. I just couldn't get that number, because I'm like, well, there's only been, January's 31 days.
Yeah, this is February.
This is February, 15. So we're talking about, 46 days. There's been 63 mass shootings.
Into the new year. Yeah, that's not a good sign. And just to let you guys know, this is Black History Month.
Yes.
So hopefully we can touch bases on some things that's dealing with Black history, whether it's back in the day or in here now.
Right.
So just putting that out.
And one of the Black history things that they've been talking about, and they talked about Sunday during the Super Bowl, was 2 black quarterbacks facing each other, man.
And not only that, that was a good Super Bowl. That
was.
a really good Super Bowl. I haven't seen a Super Bowl like that in a long time.
Yeah.
It was back and forth play.
It was exciting.
Yes. Although sometimes you want to say that the referees got in there and kind of interrupted different things.
Right.
But for the most part, that was a real good Super Bowl, man. Real good Super Bowl.
Because I think that last play was kind of that was rough. That pass interference they called.
Yeah.
But he put his hands on him.
He did.
And that's the thing about responsibility and accountability.
Mm-hmm.
You might do it 10 times and get away with it.
Right.
But
if
you did it,
time,
you got to own it.
Yeah.
And you got to live with that.
Yeah.
It was like a game that happened before where the guy hit Mahomes when he was out in bounds the game before.
Right. I remember. And they called him.
And they called him, and his teammates were really upset, man. And I was watching on, ESPN or something, and you see one of the teammates saying, "What the F did you hit him for, man?
Yeah.
He was out of bounds,"
Right. And things happen. People get charged up, and you get excited, and he was wrong. He was wrong with hitting him, and that's gonna haunt him a whole season.
Right.
But
right. But I saw a couple of his teammates say, "Look, man, it's all right.
Yeah.
Things
this happen.
Yeah. And that's the piece where someone said, because sometimes when you do wrong, and you get caught, you feel feel bad.
Yes.
But if someone could say, you know what, we understand, man. It was a mistake. We still love you, man.
Right.
We're gonna do it next year. That's the big difference from just leaving someone out.
There you go. And getting back to what I said.
Exactly.
The mental psyche of it. That could be hurtful.
Yeah, man. You kidding me?
I did that. Now we can't go to the Super Bowl because of me.
Right.
And that could hurt that man's mental psyche.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's all in the way he gets received and he gets talked to by his peers.
Yes.
And his teammates.
Right.
It can help him get over that.
Yeah. Hey, man, I tell you, man, when we start talking about, our different topics, a lot of them always seem to get centered around mental health some kind of way, man.
You're right. You're so right. And I mean, it's a big thing now.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. 'Cause you got a lot of things going on with people, like senseless killings.
Right.
You got people chopping up their families and things like that. Like we had a story something that happened the other day.
Yeah.
They found 3 individuals in their home.
Yes.
It was the mom, the dad, and the child dead. Right. What did they say about that? Oh, that was a suicide.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do something like that, and it's just me talking, I'm not a psychiatrist. Don't take out nobody else.
Right.
If you shouldn't do that at all.
Right.
But don't just take everybody.
Don't take everybody. It's like if I feel like I'm a failure, I blew everything. I was supposed to be the one taking care of my family.
Right. Or whatever the
and
case may be.
I got 2 boys and a wife. Why am I going to kill them and then kill myself? If I'm the problem,
right? and I'm not saying.
And we're not saying yourself, but if I'm the problem, why do they have to suffer?
You're right, and that's the main thing. Don't drag everybody else into your web of iniquity.
Yeah. Yes.
You need to address that yourself.
Yes.
If something is that deep and that that much of a problem to you in your life, once again, seek help.
Yeah. Because there's too much of this going on, man.
Right.
It's too much.
Right.
You're hearing these murder suicides, and it's just too much killing, man.
It is. It
is. But we, we're not glorifying it. We're just, mentioning it so people can be aware and people know that there's others that are out there experiencing what they're experiencing.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people don't even want to turn on the news.
Yeah.
So they don't know what's going on because they don't want to hear about another person dying.
Yep, but you have to.
But you have
to know what's going on, because if not, you could be running into a booby trap out here. So you always want to know what's going on, what's the latest this, what's the latest that. Right. That way you can always stay aware.
Yes.
Because it ain't always cookies and cream out
No, it ain't.
And you may want to think so.
Right.
But it's a rough world out here, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
World. I mean, not only for young kids, but for older people as well.
Yes.
But getting back on a better note, going back to the Super Bowl, how about that? Two black quarterbacks dueling it out.
Man, they were awesome.
Yeah, and they were.
They
And
were
did,
awesome.
both of them did a good
Yep.
job. And they're young, too. They're young and up and coming.
So
And,
we're gonna see that for the next few years.
Oh,
I tell you the truth, man, I was really pulling for Philly only because I really like the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I like his story. You know,
Right.
I like he went through a lot of adversity. He went through
Yes, he
adversity
did.
at Alabama and had to leave, you know, got benched
Yep.
and came back strong, you know.
He
Went to Oklahoma, did his thing, got better.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. When you can face adversity and get better from it, that's inspiring.
Right, and that's letting yourself know as well as others. I'm strong.
Yes.
And I can get stronger.
Yes.
You know, and I understand what's going on. I'm going to work on my imperfections.
Right.
And get better because
Yes.
I'm the same way. Because a lot of times they talk about the mobile quarterback and
Right.
the running quarterback, and he can't do this and he can't do that. I think that guy squashed all of that.
All of it.
And not only that, he took the off season before this season to get better.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Yep.
And not only that, he's a leader.
Yes.
And they respect that guy.
Yeah.
And just his whole the way he acts in the locker room and
Yeah.
out on the field, even in front of the cameras, is always a positive note.
Yes.
It's respectable, and it's like he's a general out there.
Yeah.
You know, and he always wants to be better. He's not selling for
Nope.
second fiddle.
No.
This man went to the Super Bowl his second year.
Yeah. So I
gotta tell you something.
yeah, man. So I salute him. I salute
Yes,
both of them, man.
yes.
And I do think it was a great game, man.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Boy, it was something else.
They trying to anoint him
Yeah.
as the next,
Right.
well, I ain't going to say
Right.
TB,
Right.
but the next great quarterback.
Right.
And that's good because this man wants to be great.
Yeah, he does.
He said to his coach that he wants to be the best player ever. And he's working toward that goal.
He sure is,
He's
man.
working toward that goal, man. And hats off
Yeah.
to the Kansas City Chiefs.
2
Hats
Super
off to-
Bowls in 4 years.
Yep. Hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
They built a great team.
Yes.
And they got a lot. They got good depth. And I'm probably, I bet you that they'll be in the Super Bowl again or in the ranking next year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's nothing but love for that.
Yeah,
those
man.
guys. Nothing but love, man. You know.
What about your Commanders? I think they may get one of these what do you call it, QBs that are out there, free agent QBs. They're talking about maybe even Derek Carr.
Well, I don't want that because if the Raiders getting rid of that man,
Yeah.
why should we take him?
Right.
And from what I've seen and the way he's been playing, he don't impress me.
Right.
So what they should do is go with the younger guy that they had playing the last game of the season.
Oh, okay.
We beat Dallas, and that's a Super Bowl moment in itself.
That's
for us.
right.
So I'm a huge Commanders fan.
Yes.
And we got a guy, Sam Howell. He's the
Yeah.
he's a rookie, and from what I hear from the team and the coach, is that he's going to start 2023.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
anointing him
And-
as the
and
number
just-
one quarterback.
And build.
Right, because that's what you have to do.
Yeah, you do.
And they'll probably bring in either a veteran quarterback or they may just keep the guy that they got already, and they just gonna battle it out.
Him and Heineke?
Yeah, battle it out. So
Okay.
they really haven't said yet, you know. So now they're looking for the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Because they got rid of the coordinator they had the past season, so now they're looking for somebody. So hopefully they find somebody, man, because we have talent,
Yeah,
and get the party started right, so I can be happy again.
right.
Because I'm gonna have some mental issues in a minute if they don't win.
If they don't
We're
get
not
it together.
winning.
Yeah, man.
I get you know if anybody know me, I get crazy with football, especially my Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all right. I'm still on the wagon.
Yes,
I ain't
that's
jumped
right.
off yet.
You're loyal. You're a loyal fan. That's great, man.
Exactly.
You know, it's really good.
Gotta have some loyalty to something. Because my motto, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Anything.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with that military thing?
Man, you know, just touching on it, man, there's the government has shot down, I think it's 4 planes, or 4, not planes, but like balloons. They call them surveillance balloons from China.
Yes.
And, you know, we don't know what's going on, man. Why they keep sending them? Are they, you know, they're surveillance, or they're trying to do something, or are they bringing in, you know, chemicals? What's going on? We don't know. So they want to capture those things and then figure out what's really going on with them.
Right.
But, you know, the government is not saying a whole lot. but just that you're not going to allow them to keep doing it.
Of course. I mean, I'm the same way with that too.
Right.
They have to find out what's going on, because that balloon or whatever is hovering for a reason.
Yes.
It's collecting data.
Yeah.
And it's collecting intel. So we, as the United States of America, have to intercept that, which we've been doing.
The Air Force has been tough.
And figure out what's going on, because they're doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
They're doing it for a reason. And they're sending it over some of the crucial places that we got bombed.
Yeah. So we got to figure out what it is. But I think confident.
I think it's a strategic plan. From them.
Right. But we still have the strongest military in the world.
That's true.
So at some point they're gonna say enough is enough, and then China's gonna stop.
Yeah, of course.
But they're gonna have to.
Yeah, they got to do something, because but China, Russia, all those countries, they're willing to push the envelope.
Yeah.
They're willing to try to do that until we say enough is enough.
Right.
So, but I hate they even trying us like that.
Right.
Why are they even attempting this on us?
And
what's going on?
They're saying that. I heard your boy Trump was on the radio station today. He said they would have never pulled that with me, but they think, I don't know, they think we're weaker, or they think we're, not going to respond.
Yeah. Well, what you just said about Trump, no comment on that. If they're going to do something, they're going to do it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Biden is not afraid to, strike.
Right,
so.
He's not. That's definitely what I can see in him.
Yep.
He's not afraid to retaliate.
Right.
But a lot of times you can't just do things hastily.
Right.
You have to figure out what's going on.
That's
because
right.
Who wants to have a World War III?
Exactly.
Who wants that? Because nobody wants in that situation.
We all
but
lose.
You gotta let them know, hey, we not to be effed with.
That's right.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
But what was the last one they have up? They caught, because they had. It's several.
Yeah, there was one. I think the last one. I don't know if it was February 10th, and that was the one over Alaska. So, but they're saying that when they shoot them down over the water, they can't recover everything. So they want to get them on land, so that shoot them down over land, and then they can get to them and see what's going on with them. But I guess when it hits the water, everything's splatters and it goes all over the place, because I guess at a high rate, when you hit the ground, hit the water, it's like hitting rocks.
Yeah, it's probably disintegrates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they know that too.
Right.
So they probably figure we got all our intel, because trust me, they got a satellite looking at it.
Yes.
So regardless what happened, they got enough evidence. They got enough information.
Yeah.
Sadly to say.
But I'm confident in the government, man. That they're going that they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, because we're not, as you know, we're not a third world country.
No.
The United States is really strong.
Yeah.
Although, sometimes people may think we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
But you better bet to rest easy and sleep good.
Right.
Because our military is on top of it.
That's right.
They are.
Yeah, man.
I will vouch for that.
I know. You know personally.
Yes.
Firsthand.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I sleep good at night.
Yeah.
I'm not worrying about no communists coming into it and dragging you on your house and stuff like that. No. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
It's not gonna happen at all.
Wow.
But yeah, that's a good pieces we went through.
Yeah.
Like that, and we still keeping it rolling.
Yes.
Still keeping it rolling, man. And a lot of stuff that we're talking about is very important.
Yeah.
So
major current events of the day, you know.
So we got to give it to the people and let them know what's going on and what we think about it and what we as a people can do to help.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. So everything good with yourself?
Yes.
Doing good?
Yeah, man.
Me too, man. We can start the day off right.
That's
on
right.
a good note.
On a very good note.
And once again, this is Gab with Gab, my man Richard Carrington, and we enjoy talking to you guys.
Yes.
YouTube land, podcast land. Keep checking us out and keep subscribing to my channel. And we're out.
We're out.